Let's take a look at an exciting new sailing program in Boston especially designed for disabled people.
Victoria Costa-Rubio and Jennifer Martinez have the story.
That's like a millionaire.
Charlie Croteau says he feels like a rich man. A paraplegic for over 20 years, he just learned how to sail and loves it.
It's kind of like a premium program in life. You just, you have other people that help you out doing things, and you get to go out and play with the boat, and then you come back and the work of putting it away is done by somebody else.
Croteau's talking about the adaptive sailing program at Pierce Park, a program that teaches those with disabilities that they can do just about anything, and that means testing the waters in a different way.
And they just treated you like anybody else. They didn't make a big deal out of disability at all. With me, my hands don't really work, so we were able to, work around all the little problems.
The gloves create an artificial grip for Croteau. His chair allows him to slide to each side of the boat, and just like that, he's off sailing. Pierce Park Sailing Center has the only fully handicapped accessible sailing dock in the Boston Harbor. The center has about 340 regulars, many of which have competed in regattas all over the country and in the Olympic trials. But what makes this program truly unique is that they don't only teach disabled sailing, they live it. Coordinator of the program, Marie McKinnon Tucker, is the first woman in history to become a Paralympics gold medalist.
I think as a society, we have a real problem with limiting and believing that people can do things, that people can't do things, simply because they haven't seen it done.
McKinnon Tucker has been coordinator of the program for 3 years. She sailed for many years before she became disabled, but it wasn't until she lost the ability to walk that she began to compete.
Sailing is one of the best sports for the disabled because it is so empowering, because it's a sport we don't need the lower half of our bodies to do, and we also can do it as a team. We can all sail together and focus on our strengths rather than our weaknesses.
And those that are blind don't fall behind. They have specialized software and radio equipment to assist visually impaired people navigate aboard. Board of Directors member Jim Donahue is a single-leg amputee and Vietnam vet. He's now teaching a man who cannot move any part of his body, currently on a respirator, how to sail. Donahue says there is special equipment at Pierce Park for any type of disability.
If you've seen someone in a wheelchair, they have a tube in their mouth and they sip and puff and blow in it, and it steers their wheelchair, we're adapting one of those to a sailboat.
It's called a sip and puff system. It's the 7th in the country, now available at Pierce Park. Donahue says he loves his job and that it is very rewarding to see people overcome their obstacles on a daily basis.
Because they feel so empowered. They're not in a wheelchair. There's something that they can do other than watch television or sit at a computer. They can come sailing. And that's worth every dime of it.
McKinnon Tucker says the number of participants has increased yearly. Disabled children alone increased by 88% this year.
That I keep getting telephone calls from people all around the country and the world. I've had even calls from South America asking me for advice on how to start a disabled program, how to run it, what kind of equipment to use, how do you teach the teachers.
The adaptive sailing program here at Pierce Park closes every year at the end of October. The season will start again April 2010.
Who needs them? Legs.
Who needs them?
Legs. Who needs them?
Dead weight.
Don't need them when you sail.
Victoria Costa-Rubio for Temple Street.
Thanks, Victoria and Jennifer. For more information on Pierce Park, visit www.pierceparksailing.org.